Hello, my viewers. Welcome to another edition of my presentation on property due diligence investigation. I remain my humble self, Charles Chukwuma Walker, Esquire, your property lawyer. I have been guiding my audience, most especially the first-time home buyers, property investors, those that wish to buy property in Nigeria, and most especially in Lagos State and Ogun State, where they have more of land scammers. One thing I will tell you is that due to the situation in the country, there are always bad people and the good people. And when you want to buy property, you may likely meet the bad ones. And what you need to do to watch out, to protect yourself from being scammed, is what I'm here for you. I'll continue to guide you in all that you need to know when you want to buy property in Nigeria. When you want to buy property in Nigeria, one thing I always tell somebody is that make sure you deal with professionals. Engage the service of professionals. That will save you time and energy and even save you money. But you might not wish to pay professionals. That's why you resort to use quacks, fake people that will give you cheap price. They will load price. Now, let me tell you something you need to know. When you want to buy property, you must always know that you will have these two people behind you and beside you. And they must be trustworthy, tested and trusted. You see, you must have a real estate agent. A real estate agent is someone that will run around for you to get you a desired property. Then you need a lawyer, more better, a property lawyer. But any legal practitioner in Nigeria can actually guide you in conveyancing. And if you make mistake, compromise this important thing, you may end up regretting it in future. It's not your wish, and it's not my wish. But what I always advise you, just know the right thing to do the right thing. Engage the service of professionals. Now, let me tell you, the reason why you must have these people at the back of your mind. Don't try to avoid paying their fee. Then you now look at agents. What is the agent? What are they doing? You now feel like they are not important. Let me tell you, if they sense you to be that such client, what they will do is that they will load your money. They will load your money inside their purchase price. We call it loading. They do that. And I will tell you, by virtue of my operation and my experience, I will tell you that as I operated as a real estate agent as long as I think 8 years. Yes, 8 years before I was called to bar to practice law. And I started practicing. So I know how agents work. Don't joke with agent. When you want to go for inspection, you want to consult. Don't be presuming that you are dealing with direct mandates. Or maybe you are dealing with the owner of the property. If you contact people on the internet, for instance, Nigeria Property Center or Property Pro or Private Property, these are the three major and the best sites you can search for property. Nigeria Property Center, Property Pro NG, and Private Property. You can get any type of property. When you consult anybody, they be ready to pay agency fee. Otherwise, you go to the street and be looking for the developers direct. When you consult anybody there, do not presume that they are principal mandate or the developer or the owner. That's what so many people used to do. I've experienced that so much. Because they don't want to pay fee. Why will you buy property and you don't want to pay fee? Now, fee is very important. Now, let me tell you, the agency, they work for you as the principal. Principal and agent relationship Now, he owe you fiduciary relationship. He owe you, based on utmost good faith, he must disclose all material facts to that property. And if you pay him fee, that fee will bind him. And that's why I say always make sure you pay them the fee. Agent's fee for sale of property is usually 5%, but it's negotiable. There's no amount that is fixed. No law that say agency fee is so amount, 10%, 5%, 20%, 2%. Is by agreement of the parties. So the law always infer from the conduct of the parties, and as well as based on the tradition of the business, to decide if there's any argument on what to be paid. So you need to know that agency, when you pay an agent, then that agent is to serve him. Now I will tell you what agent need to do for you when you want to buy property, and you need to watch out. An agent has the responsibility to research for property of your choice. An agent has the responsibility to take you around to view as many properties as you wish and make your choice. An agent has that responsibility to make findings, ask questions about the property, and disclose all information to you. An agent has that responsibility. Now, after taking you around and you have seen a property and you like the property, what is the next? That's when your lawyer need to come in. You have seen, you like. You might not know some other aspects. The patent defect of the latent defect of the property. Some things eyes cannot see it. Some of them might be contractual. It might be covenants, restrictive, negative covenants that wrong with the rest. You may not know that. And when you engage a property lawyer, the property lawyer will guide you in that aspect. Now, when a lawyer comes in, what's the responsibility of the lawyer? Number one, to collect the epitome abstract of title from the vendor's solicitor. That is the seller's lawyer or the seller directly, depending on who you are doing it. You need to understand that. So when you collect that, he's going to investigate the title. Now, 3 things a lawyer can do for you when you want to buy a property. Take note of these 3 things. Each one has its own prerequisite, has the guideline on what needs to be done, and fee. So don't join it, but you may wish to join it together and tell your lawyer to do this. If both of you agree, fine. Now, when you want to buy property and you engage the service of a lawyer, 3 things you need to put in mind. Number one, to conduct a legal due diligence. Legal due diligence is for the lawyer to investigate the title. Investigation of the title will give you idea of whether there is any encumbrance on the property. It is the work of a lawyer. Do not go and be expecting your agent to do that for you. A lot of people have made that mistake. I want to let you know where there is a division of labor and where there is thin line between the work of a lawyer and that of an agent. Don't join it together. But if you are opportune to have a lawyer that also know about agency, he can handle everything for you. That's the truth of the matter. He can work things out and engage the staff. And some lawyers have the property session in their office. They have real estate department where they do real estate properties stuff, management, development, whatever. So some only do litigations and corporate. They can help you to. But whomever you engage in, just note these 3 things. 3 things. Now, number one, I've mentioned it, legal due diligence. They are going to conduct that to investigate the title. Now, let me tell you one thing you need to watch out I'll continue to educate the property buyers. It's something that I'm passionate about doing. Most especially those in diaspora. They have suffered a lot. Those Nigerians, they don't trust it. Even the worst is that their family members are even the problem. Family members. It's painful. We have seen a lot in this business. Sometimes I will tell you, if you don't want any wahala, you don't want anything, go to the internet, forget anything. Based on it, go to the internet and go and check profiles. When you see people with profile, that you see, they want to protect that profile. Do you understand? If you see a law firm or a real estate company, look at their profile. When they have they would like to protect that image. Because if they mess up, you can mess them on the internet. You kill their profile, you kill their business. But they will always protect their integrity. Contact anybody of your choice. The internet has helped out. You can get a lawyer from anywhere on the internet. Lawyers are on the internet. Agents are on the internet. Anything you can do now. Real estate is no longer by connection by who you know. Don't think that. If I have advert and promote it on the Nigeria Property Center, I don't need any connection to me. People in diaspora, Germany, UK, US, anywhere, Malaysia, any place you think of, France, they will get the brief. It depends on how you promote your advert. With pay-per-click, Google AdSense, you can get your advert to anywhere, point it, target it to anywhere, any location, target it to any audience. So it's no longer by who you know. But note that you must do the right thing if you want to get it right. Don't use because of fee you pay and decide not to use professionals. I've mentioned one. Remember, I used to re-emphasize on points so that you won't make mistake that others have made. After the legal due diligence, if there's no encumbrance, if the property is genuine, they investigate the owner is genuine, and there's no court case, nothing, and everything is okay, then the next thing calls for conveyancing. Conveyancing simply means transfer of ownership, alienation of legal and equitable interest from A to B, to convert the title from someone to you, the buyer. So you need to understand all these things when it comes to conveyancing. Now, what your lawyer need to do is to prepare the conveyancing documents, to draft them. Now, depending on the nature of the property, there are some property you cannot do with only deed of assignment. Contract of sale must come in. If there is any property you want to buy and there are some condition precedent to that property, there are some covenant that need to run with that property that has nothing to do with perfection of title, has nothing to do. You can run it with a contract of sale. Like now, when you want to define the common use, like what they used to build in Lekki, Lagos now, they build apartments and terraces. You can see a building having about 12 flats. They are selling each landlord. They will have a common use, or terrace duplexes. They will have common use. So there are some covenant, the estate management, all those things. They will have those things. Now, things you need to watch out for that is the contract of sale. And the contract of sale is the same thing with property sale agreements, land sale agreement, like what they use in Ogun State. I've noticed that most people in Ogun State, please, when they want to buy property in Ogun State, please take note that Ogun State is under PCL, Property and Conveyancing Law States. That's Ogun State is under the most western part of state, except Kwara State. They are under PCL. They use what is called deed of assignment, not land sale agreements. I've noticed that they are using it and it's wrong. And they even self, the worst part of it, I think some people have been using backyard to perfect their title with that. Even in Oyo State, deed of assignment is what you need, proper document you need to perfect their title document to get their governor consent. Land sale agreement is the same thing with a contract of sale. It transfers equitable interest. A deed, anything that will alienate and transfer legal interest must be by way of deed. It must be by way of deed. Either a legal mortgage, a deed of legal mortgage, deed of assignment, deed of asset, deed of gift. When it comes to property law, I decided to chop it like moi moi. Do you understand? It gives me joy. That's what I will tell you. After telling you, people are watching me on this video, lawyers, professional professors in law. So if I get it wrong, they will talk on my comment section. My own, I'm practicing it practical, not theory. We learn it theoretical. When we want to advise in property law, which I decided to go and do masters. My master's degree in law, I did more of private property laws courses. So just to equip myself. But after knowing all those things in the classroom, practical experience is the key. That's just the truth of the matter. You must have that knowledge. Note this thing I'm telling you, that document they are to prepare. So if they prepare the wrong one, anybody prepare any wrong document, correct the person. This is my YouTube page, my Instagram page, Facebook page, all my social media pages. I post all content. Any content I drop, you see it all on my listen. So you won't make any mistake. Conveyancing document can comprise of contract of sale, deed of assignment. If there is any suspicion of ownership or any fraud or whatever, let me tell you what you do that most people don't know about it, and they can't see it in usual practice. What you see is that the lawyer will prepare an affidavit. That's what I do in some transactions. If I notice that I'm dealing with your moneyless and they are dubious, I will prepare affidavit, a sworn affidavit, to back that agreement up, to state that all that you stated on that agreement, everything is correct and nothing but correct. Yeah? And this is now your name is so, and this is you live so. Everything, I will define everything there. Do you know the implication? If anything goes wrong, you don't have only contractual breach, you have a criminal legal action against the seller. For perjury, you bring action for perjury, which is a criminal offense. You go straight away and arrest the person. They will say, no, afterwards, contractual, it's a contractual obligation, a lie. So you must be streetwise when you want to deal with some stubborn developers or money lending, fake ones. They are good ones. It's painful that the bad ones are spoiling the good ones, but I have seen good or moneyless. When they say or moneyless, you see that all the things people used to talk is nonsense. They are good ones. They don't sell their land to two persons. They will sell to one person. Anything you do, one person, they will make sure if you come back to do this, to sign document, they will take a reasonable fee as execute documents. I know so many of them in Lagos and Ogun State. I know so many families. But you see those dubious ones looking for any fault in your agreement to come back for them to collect money. You need to be very careful when you want to draft. So after the conveyancing, what they need to do, they send that document. Now internet has made it easier, unlike before in the olden days. You need to know that these documents will help you to protect your property title. Always understand that. Now, what you need to do after going through the document, they will send to the seller. Seller will go through and they will print out and go for execution. Go for execution. Sign it. If you notice that they are still dubious, so that those people don't have integrity. Please do video and pictures when you are doing that. Do the video and pictures, keep it very well. But if they are liable that this and that, don't need all these things. The person signed, there's a forensic check that can see who signed the document. And it's even criminal to forge document for any reason. So please take note of this. You must understand that after that conveyance, you have title document, legal and equitable. Then the third stage, which most people don't think is necessary, but it's very important, is perfection of the title. You need to perfect the title document. Perfection comprises of three things: stamp duty, governor consent, and the registration. Governor of the state must consent to that transaction for it to be valid by virtue of section 22 of the Land Use Act. Without the governor consent, that document you have is invalid. Most people in Nigeria, they have invalid documents for their property. Make sure you're not one of them. Perfect your title documents. Let the state government have your name on their database that you are the owner of this social property. So please take note of this. I'm guiding you and I don't want you to make mistake. Always remember to do these three things whenever you want to buy property. Budget for it. As you are calculating the purchase price, if the price of the property is 200 million, budget percentage for all these things. And if it's not, if you don't have more than, go for property of 1.8 and get a good title. It's a piece of advice. Take notes. When you want to buy property, three things you need to note. Number one, legal due diligence. Number two, conveyancing documents, drafting and execution of conveyancing document. Number three, perfection of that title document. And when you have all these things, you have peace of mind and you go and sleep. That's all. It's an update. I just want to update you this morning. I just want to tell you this today. Have your lawyer beside you and have your agent beside you. Don't go and buy a property without having these people beside you. And pay them their fee. Negotiate well with them. When you are buying, factor their fee in your purchase price. And that's what I need to tell you. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned if you want more updates like this. Wherever you are watching it, subscribe to the page, my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and any other page that my IT people post this video. Stay tuned and continue to watch out for the updates. Subscribe and click on the notification button so that you get more notification for subsequent video. Thank you so much for spending your time to listen and share this video. Don't forget to share it to your loved one, especially those that are desirous of buying property, both those in Nigeria and both in those in diaspora. Please share this video. It's very important that you do that. You are going to save somebody. And if you have a comment, you have a question, drop your question on the comment section. We always address it. We are willing to serve you. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.